2, 1. Oh. Oh. And 100. So let's say someone cuts me off in my brand new, to me, 2023 BMW X330i, and I want to honk the horn at them. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Gets the point across. Yeah. Very light. We'll probably get up to like 60 kilometers an hour. Never mind, we got all the way up to 90. This wasn't even a proper 0 to 60 test because I didn't even try and launch properly. Ladies and gentlemen, today you guys join me in a 2023 BMW X330i. Yeah, it's kind of a long name, but it's pretty simple too once you get used to the BMW naming scheme. But some quick specs: 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, 248 horsepower, around 258 pound-feet of torque, all-wheel drive with an 8-speed automatic transmission. And this is arguably one of the more sportier types of SUVs in the German lineup. I'm talking about Mercedes, Audi, and BMW. BMW is arguably the more sportiest, and Mercedes is going to be the most comfiest. But let's take a quick little walk around of this thing. Talk about the design language and what they did to this generation of the BMW. This is what our key looks like. Very simple. A lot of the BMW models have this same key, and to be honest, I rock with it heavy. The classic BMW kidney grills up in front with the beautiful LED lights that give that beautiful BMW emblem. The sharp body lines exuding that little bit of sportiness that we have all grown to know and love from these BMW generations. And if you think this thing has some off-road capabilities, you would be right. This is the all-wheel drive variant. But again, most people aren't taking their BMWs off-road. And just look at the size of those wheels and the design. I would love them if it was blacked out, if we had no chrome and just had a pure midnight spec. I would love that, but we don't get that, unfortunately. One of my favorite features, at least, is the tail lights. These are the best looking tail lights on any SUV. Change my mind, or fight with me in the comments. Coming down low, you can see we actually have proper exhaust tips. We don't have like a little cover that makes you think we have an exhaust tip. We actually have legitimate exhaust tips and a little bit of plastic trim going around, but nothing that screams this thing is cheap. Everything about this makes it seem like, you know what, for the price tag it ain't bad, and it's pretty quick. Pushing more than 200 horsepower, all-wheel drive, and feels very, very sporty. You guys see the driving dynamics as we go for a little drive. But coming back to the luxury aspect, automatic tailgates all around. A little bit of storage down here and more storage over there. And if you want a little bit of more extra privacy, pull this bad boy up and that is hidden away. Going to the back, perforated leather all around. Nothing crazy. Your AC controls down here, and once again, for every German car, over-engineered cup holders in the pack. Now, hopping to the front. Okay. Now, door slam test. Okay, sounds pretty solid. Cup holders over here, wireless phone charging down there. More storage over here. I'm gonna put the keys in the pocket. Nice trim going all the way around here. Aluminum door handles. Your window controls all the way over here. Nice little paddle shifters hanging out back here. Heated seats. And a very bold looking steering wheel. It's not skinny, but it's nice and bold, you know. We do have a sunroof, so we're gonna open that up to... Okay, we're gonna open it up all the way. That you gotta hold, essentially. But yes, it goes all the way back, which is a really nice feature. I can't even lie. Now, we're looking at our infotainment system right here. All your controls are gonna be down here. Very reliable and very quick, by the way, too. So we're gonna go into our car settings, and we're gonna go into driving settings, sport display, so you guys see how much power we're putting down. And I'm pretty sure these cars put a little bit more power down than what they're saying on the books, but that is my 2 cents of thinking about it. X3 badging down here. And all right, let's go for a drive before we talk too much about the interior, because we can go for hours talking about this interior. And for those wondering, yes, we do have leg rest over here that you have to pull out, essentially. Putting it in drive and into our sportiest setting. Let's go for a quick little drive. Now, we're gonna do a quick little horn test before we get started. So let's say someone cuts me off in my brand new, to me, 2023 BMW X330i. And I wanna honk the horn at them. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Gets the point across. Yeah. And it's, I wouldn't say too gentle about it, but it's a subtle reminder that, hey, you are doing some foolishness and don't do that in my presence. Now flooring it. The thing I love about these BMW transmissions is how snappy they are. They may not be again, this car is far from the M lines and how quick they can be, but they're enjoyable, I can't even lie. So we're gonna do a light acceleration real quick. Very light. We're gonna get up to like 60 kilometers an hour. Never mind, we got all the way up to 90. This wasn't even a proper 0 to 60 test because I didn't even try and launch properly. But you can see the G-forces meter going crazy. I love that. Like, everything about these things makes you realize that they try their best to make this thing as sporty as possible. And I recently reviewed Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 and comparing it to this one. This one does have a more firmer ride, I can't even lie. But that helps me take corners a little bit more risky. And it gives me a little bit more confidence because I can take a corner just, woof. Oh God. And if you want to have even more fun, we're gonna slap it into manual mode. Oof. Oh. The thing is about these BMWs that they're always so enjoyable. They always put sportiness above everything else. And it shows in a lot of their design choices. Look at the screen, it's slightly tilted toward the driver. Look at the maps, it's like a little GTA mini map, letting you know what's happening in front of you. Everything about this car is just mwah, for the driver. And to be honest, I rock with it heavy. I rock with it heavy. When Mercedes prioritizes luxury, comfort, and the ambient lighting, because I'm pretty sure every Mercedes now has ambient lighting. These BMWs focus. Yeah, we do have some ambient lighting, which is very, very hard to see as it is legitimately not even 9 a.m. in the morning yet. But all these things just exudes to show how the two brands are different. And you know what? I like the little differences. If you want a little bit more sporty, go to BMW. If you want a little bit more luxury, you go to Mercedes. Like, it's perfect. It works out well. Now, since you guys, some of you know this road, we're gonna try and do a proper 0 to 60. It's a little bit downhill, so we're gonna be moving a little bit quicker than usual, but this is gonna be like a real life sense of a little 0 to 60 essentially. We're gonna get out these guys' way so we can do a proper 0 to 60. Since nobody's popping up behind us now. And if you're wondering about our audio system, it's crisp because if you guys haven't noticed, we do have some speakers just into the door. But 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh. And 100. The thing about every time you shift in this car, that transmission gives you a little power boost. It's like a little, it's almost like a cheat code. It feels like you're using a cheat code almost. And the thing is, BMWs are always very modifiable. People swear by BMW that you can just download the downpipe and a tune and this thing will skyrocket. And you know what? I can't even hate them for it. I can see the hype behind the BMW brand. And this is an entry level. This is like the entry level drug to get you into the brand. And I'm loving it so much. So imagine when you get like a 340i or something that has the inline 6 pushing almost 300 plus horsepower. Then what? Then you're going to the M series, which are completely different animals. But the thing is, I can enjoy an SUV like this, take it on windy roads and actually have fun. I can take it on the highway and just be smooth sailing and driving, enjoying myself. That is the strength of BMW, and I've fallen in love with them heavily to the point where I'm actually kind of considering buying one. And this is the base model did this to me. I legitimately considered buying a base model. And then once I get into, let's say, an M car, like an M3 and M4, because I am aiming for an M3 because I do want 4 doors. The thing about these cars is that once they sink their teeth into you, man, you're not escaping. You're not escaping, really. And if you're wondering, yes, fully digital gauge cluster that you can legitimately just scroll through if at your own leisure. Take it slow, take it simple. Like, it might take you a hot second to fully understand, but it's nothing crazy. But the final test to see if this thing is, let's say, a competitor of luxury cars is always going to be through the voice command. A lot of cars jinx it and mess it up, so we're going to see how the voice command works. So we're going to do this. Tune my radio to 99.9 Virgin Radio.
I've set the frequency 99.9.
And we're gonna turn our volume up.
Advertising it shouldn't be. Bell ads for...
Ah, perfect, man. This thing passes. And we're gonna take a corner real quick, and then we're gonna call it a day. It's so confident. And I am flooring it all the way through. I'm going 100 in a corner. In a damn SUV. And you're telling me these cars are not cheat codes walking. Like, this thing is a walking cheat code. No matter what trim of BMW you get, you're gonna enjoy yourself. And you will see why BMW drivers drive the way they do. And no, we don't use turn signals, even though I have cracked the code on how to use turn signals. I also have a very high, strong urge to flash my high beam of sound who's going the speed limit as I'm going 500 over the speed limit at the same time. But anyway, guys, this has been my quick little thoughts on the BMW brand, essentially. Specifically, the BMW X3 from 2023 30i. If you buy this car, man, you're gonna be spending more money on BMWs. I'm telling you this right now. Just keep up with your maintenance, as any good car owner should do, especially with these German cars, because we know how they like to be sometimes. But they have become a little bit more reliable in the days that have been going by, essentially. But anyway, guys, take care. Peace.